Hello, Grandpa Keto here. And today on Keto at 60, I'm going to talk to you about the great 28-day keto reset. You know, I've done keto before, and my path has not always been a straight one. I honestly mostly do keto on and off, but I have places, my path isn't always straight, is what I'm saying. I'll have great success and I'll be moving right along, and all of a sudden, I'll fall off the wagon. You've heard that term before, I'm sure. I don't just fall off the wagon. I tell you, when I fall off, I burn that thing up and throw it in the woods. It just gets bad sometimes. So anyway, at 60, it's easy to drift. And that's why I'm hitting the reset. And today on Keto at 60, I'm going to tell you what I hope to get out of a 28-day reset. And then I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it. So join me, and you may want to join this 28-day reset with me, and us do it together. Anyway, that's today on Keto at 60. Okay, let's get into this. Why the 28-day keto reset? I actually have some reasons. Number one, I want to get down to my goal weight. I've always kind of wanted to be proportionate for my height and weight, and I've never been. If you'd have seen me from the time I was in the first or second grade up until, just about 2 years ago, I was proportionate all right. I was always round compared to my height. So I want to be proportionate. 175 is kind of an arbitrary number I just chose. I decided I wanted to be 175. Maybe when I get to 175, I'll decide that, oh, wait a minute, I want to be a little smaller, but I figure 175 is going to be it. I've never really been close in the last 40 years. Well, I've been to 196. That's the closest I've been, and that was 2 years ago. So that's reason number one. Number two is that I want to improve my health. My health right now, I just got done going to my primary care physician, and my primary care said, hey, we're done fixing things. You're in pretty good shape, for your age. And that's great. But I go to Walmart and I see people every time I'm there, driving those motorized shopping carts, or, fighting for a handicapped parking spot, or walking all bent over on a cane. And I get to thinking, as I get older, I don't want that to be me. I want to try to have life in my years. So I want to improve my health in those areas. I want to have better blood glucose. I want to beat inflammation in my body. The standard American diet, with all of its carbohydrates, is an inflammation driver. And I know that I feel a lot better when I'm doing the ketogenic diet. Probably 80% of the time I do ketogenic diet. And then somewhere, like I said earlier, I fall off the wagon and burn it and make a stupid mistake. But we all do that. I'm telling you, the more and more I talk to people, the more I realize that the struggle is real and it's just not me. Anyway, the next reason is that I really want to make keto permanent. I want to live live a ketogenic lifestyle. I like ketogenic foods. I have no trouble eating meat and fats and low carb veggies. I'm not a big salad eater, but I do like stuff like zucchini and green beans and squash, and so I'm pretty confident that I can do that. And I've done it before, and I've done it for long stretches of time. And the last reason is that of the weight I've lost, which is a little over 150 pounds, I lost 60 of it on a GLP-1 on Wegovy. And I just didn't like the side effects of the Wegovy, and I don't want to be on Wegovy long term. So I have stopped taking Wegovy, and I'm now putting all my money on the ketogenic diet. And I think that I'm not going to say I know this is the right path to take. So now, how am I going to do it? What's my plan? All right, Grandpa Keto. What's your big plan? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm going to keep it simple. For 28 days, at least for the 2 weeks to start, I'm going to keep it simple. Because you see, a lot of people fail because they run out and they buy a bunch of these keto approved foods. You really know there's not anyone out there, there's not a keto board anywhere going, I approve of this food. There's not. So they go out and buy keto approved foods and snacks, and then they turn around and they try keto bread because they don't want to give up bread. And then they look and they start searching for recipes, keto recipes. And then it becomes a drag because you're trying to prepare all of these new keto recipes. And for the first couple weeks, hey, you need to keep it simple. You know, it's okay to explore keto recipes. And maybe down the line, it's okay to try a few of these keto foods, but keto approved foods. But at the beginning, keep it simple, at least for the first couple weeks. So that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping it simple. Number one, I'm going to start at 30 grams of carbs. A lot of times on my first week, I'll start at 50 grams of carbs and ease into it. But I have been kind of keto-ish for the last few weeks, so I am going to take, and I'm just going to cut it down to 30 carbs. Number two is that I am going to develop a menu, and I'm going to do my shopping, and when I tell you I'm going to do a menu, I'm going to put together each week like 3 or 4 keto meals. And then I am going to do some food prep and have those meals ready so that they'll always be there. See, that's one of the temptations that gets us, is that we're not prepared. I know if I don't have breakfast prepared, I'm more likely to drive through McDonald's for a sausage egg McMuffin. I love those things. So you got to be prepared. So I'm going to have my food prepared in that sense. And then, not only do I have my menu, my food preparation, I'll go and, of course, do my shopping. And then what I'm going to do is I've got a few rules, a couple. Number one is for the first 2 weeks, not to tempt myself by eating out. I'm not going to eat out, and I may extend that over 3 weeks. But I'm not going to eat out because, once again, you've got temptation, okay? You don't want to put yourself in a situation to tempt yourself, okay? So the next thing is I'll see to it that I drink those 8 glasses of water a day. I'm not great at drinking water sometimes. And other times you'd think that I was, I don't know, a shark. I'm going shark, I don't know why, but there you go. And I am not good sometimes with water, but I'm going to make sure I get those 8 glasses in. I'm going to drink 2 cups of broth a day, and I am going to do an electrolyte supplement at the beginning. Then after I get to going 2 or 3 weeks, we'll see about the electrolyte supplement, whether I need it or not, okay? So when's this start? I am starting on Monday, September 22nd. 2025, in case you're seeing this a year from now. But I'm starting on the 22nd of September, this coming Monday. So tune in Monday, because Monday I'll release a video, and it's going to have my weigh-in, it'll have my fasting glucose, and it'll have my ketone level. I'll be showing you those 3. And then I'm going to show you what I'm having to eat on day 1. So there you go. You know, are you tired of being out of control when it comes to food? Do you want to feel better like me? Do you want to get your health in line? Do you want to be able to run after those grandkids and kids? Do you want to ease the effects of inflammation in your body and get your health markers in line so that you don't have to ride that scooter either? Well, I'll tell you what, if you're interested, join me on this 28-day keto reset. Just get down in the comments and just comment, I'm in. And subscribe and prepare to get started on Monday. I'll have another video coming out here in a couple days. Give you a little more information. But there you go. That's the basic information that you need to get you started. And we can all get in this and do this together and make health a priority in our life. Anyway, I'll see you in a few days. I'm Grandpa Keto.